Welcome to BUB-IT, the ODDKAST.
Yes, the forum for layman's term and the oddities of bigotry with Black Tim
And Plex.
Prosperity. Back on it. So previously, I don't remember what episode of the podcast, but I dove into my ignorance, my infidelities, and the problems that I've caused within my relationship with the mother of my children. Brother Plex brought to my attention a comment on our page. We appreciate all the comments. It's only been a few. We knew it this, and it's all well appreciated. However, there's this thing that I attribute more to the newer generation, commenting on pages and commenting on videos and stuff that people see. That's all normal. It's all great. I do that. I don't really see nothing wrong with that. That's called engaging, interacting with a person's page or their channel. That's great. But, when trolling becomes, revealing, you're just throwing your personal laundry out in the world, and people who think that's okay, like that's some kind of PowerPoint. Big Plex, you pointed it out to me. I didn't see it. I didn't know. I don't pay attention to no comment section, nothing, on nothing, nowhere, never. But yeah, I believe on that podcast, I spoke to other situations, and I put it in context of as it was me, so as not to speak on nobody, because the situations that we spoke on, we know the people, but I made it like it was me, so I'm not talking about them, and I spoke on my own shit. I recall saying I fucked up. I recall saying I cheated, I lied about it, I wasn't honest about it. Uh, and which is pretty much the meat of the podcast. Um, since then, when you brought the comment up to me, and the little segment of it, well, not segment, but whatever, the little section, uh, blacks not being honest, and if you want to know, I'll fill you in. You raggedy ass motherfucker. Now I'm a raggedy motherfucker. That's not to say that I'm not. I feel horrible. I wish I was a motherfucker without a conscience and didn't give a fuck. But let me tell you something. That is some raggedy punk ass shit for a motherfucker. I'm gonna feel the world in. Where are we at in the world that we want to? I want to tell the world that shit is raggedy. I want to tell the world detail. Tell the world. No, you tell the world. And that's not nobody specific. I'm not even speaking to the individual. You know what I mean, Plex?
Yeah.
I'm not speaking so much to the individual, but yeah, that too. You tell a motherfucker, you do yourself. You Wendy Williams yourself around this motherfucker. I said exactly what the catalyst of the situation was. Do you feel, knowing the insights of from my mouth, that true enough, you're not there, but the insights of what I said, do you feel that anything about that conversation was unhonest or dishonest for me?
Um, from the most part, I think it was your truth. I mean, I
Yeah, I
can't
mean,
speak your truth. If
yeah,
that's how you
exactly.
feel, that's your truth.
Exactly. This is the point, though. That's my truth. Where in the conversation does it point fingers at anybody else? How about that?
I would have to listen to that podcast again, but I don't think you did. I think you basically called
Exactly.
yourself a raggedy person, and
Yeah, exactly. Do you understand then that the meat and the catalyst, the substance of the issue was my fuck up, I did this, not happy about it, however, but still I did this, nobody else did that. Did you get that from it?
yeah, that's kind of what I got
Do you
from it.
get anything else in that podcast that anybody else is wrong or anybody else anything?
Again, I would have to listen to it again, but
You
I
should do
from
that
the
because I'll tell you, I listened to it about 5, 6, 11, 10 times since then, and no. So anyway, not to deter too much from a prosperous perspective, we on the timer. To prosper, I think it has something to do with digging in oneself. I think it has something to do with acknowledging yourself. It's so easy to be like, you did, you did, you did. Very seldom is it somebody did something and you did nothing. As long as we want to focus on what everybody else did, even if everybody else is the transgressor, because in my case, I called myself the transgressor. Did I not?
Yeah, you did say that.
Okay.
I do remember that.
Even when somebody else is the transgressor, unless you are Mary Poppins, Brother Saint, whoever, no wrong, no nothing, don't perform in no manner that would make anybody be out of pocket, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That does not make you any better than a raggedy person to go online. And I see people doing this. Like, what was we calling it? Like, well, they call it self-snitching. All this recording yourself when you do crime. All this, let me go online and air out my dirty laundry. I ain't got to give up no motherfucking exacting details of my bullshit no more than I do anybody else. But then that's not our goal, to give up anybody else's bullshit online or in detail. We can speak on a subject and generalize it as possible. We can speak on a subject as far as it may already be public domain. But I, nor Plex, nor you, nor anybody else in this world needs to or has to make every detail of a problem in their personal life public. I feel me saying that I have done something I'm not proud of, that I have caused a problem, and my is supposed to be a place of peace, is exposing enough. So for an individual that's like, no, let me cut this camera on, or let me go online, or let me say, oh, I'll tell you the full deal. You just as trampy, trifling, dirty as anybody else in the world. And again, that's not speaking to nobody specific. The shit you showed me is the example of that, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because motherfuckers obviously don't really support our shit, but well, probably support you. Let me put it like that. But definitely don't support my shit. You know what I'm saying? Really, what it is, oh, I'm hot. Let me just go speak on it. Because motherfucker ain't left no comments, ain't listen to nothing else. More than likely, it's all bullshit. So for all the people in the world that think you so better than everybody else, and you're going and putting your dirty drawers online or whatever, that's not nothing but you being just as raggedy and counterproductive as a transgressor. I have been a transgressor, but I have been transgressed against. And guess what I don't do? I don't troll people's page because I don't give a fuck. I'm not that miserable. You go tell your bullshit on your page. How about that? Go build some shit. Don't put no fucking requests nowhere near BUB-IT, the ICAST, which is Big Plexus and Principal Black Tens podcast. Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right on that.
It's our shit. We don't need no motherfucking suggestions of what to tell YouTube. Fuck you. You go tell YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You go make yourself look like a bubbling fucking idiot into the world and air your dirty ass draws to the world. What I said was accurate to the degree of the significant points of that subject is there. Do you agree or do you disagree?
Yeah.
Plexus? The significant points of that subject is there. And for those motherfuckers who like to record themselves being stupid, for those motherfuckers who like to poke the tiger and then the tiger maul your fucking face off and you want to run and cry to the police, as much as you want to call no motherfucker a bitch ass, punk ass, you the same shit, you ain't shit. Fuck you. I'm going to say that. Fuck you. If you don't like it, do something about it physical and then keep the police up out of it. How about that? How about that? Anybody, and that's not nobody specific. I got to say it again, disclaimer, because motherfuckers like to think the world is about them these days. But if you the type of motherfucker that like fucking with motherfuckers and you so miserable, you're looking on motherfuckers' Facebook pages, you're looking at what motherfuckers doing, I guess you got too much motherfucking times, plural. You got too much motherfucking time. Guess what I don't? I don't got that much time. I got enough time to say, to ask for forgiveness. I got enough time to say I'm fucked up. I got enough time to say forgive me or not. Definitely don't forget. But in the name of prosperity, don't tell other motherfuckers to get their shit together. Bitch and bitch ass nigga, get your shit together. Let's get prosperous. It's the fucking ODDKAST. Greetings, Earthlings. It's the motherfucking cast with the Bad Example Principal Black 10.
And your boy Big Plex.
Yeah, brother, I'm fired up today. I'm fired up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, hold the Newcastle Remy Martin back a little bit.
Oh no. That's
Don't
not
get that added to the list.
The juggernaut already disappeared with my phone, and I'm waiting on you to hit me. And I didn't even know the phone was gone. Shit, I'm watching Aquaman. I didn't dozed off, and like 15 minutes later, he come waking me up with my phone. I'm like, oh, nigga, you got my phone. I got missed calls. I got missed text messages. I'm like, dude, the juggernaut not no joke. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I'm fired up on some real shit. That shit's not in the system yet. I passed my motherfucking little physical inspection.
Congratulations.
I got the bud. I got the trees. I'm ready to spark one. I don't really have nobody to spark one with, so I haven't blown that yet because I'm like, I can't really be paranoid by myself. I gotta have somebody.
You need to be paranoid together.
Have me laughing and keep my mind off of that shit, or I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no woman to hold on and be loaded and hold on to no woman. So until I could establish that, shouldn't take forever, but I'm not on no shit like that right now. So, it's gonna sit in the drawer and collect dust. But
well, if you let it sit too long, it's gonna dissipate, and you just gonna be smoking literally grass.
Well, I mean, that's cool too. I probably still get high off that and get to tripping the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? But how was your weekend, brother?
My week was all right. It was hot than a motherfucker out here in LA. Boiling like a motherfucker. Other than that, busy as always. So, how about yours?
Well, I mean, I met your last weekend.
My last weekend was cool. Not too crazy. Normal shit.
Yeah, my last weekend was
watching my
shit.
bank account dissipate.
Oh yeah, that's how I go when you ain't rich. That's how I go when you ain't nowhere near wealthy. Yeah, same shit. My last weekend was very regular. I can't really put no extras on it. I took a little Sunday outing, and I lately I've been doing a whole lot of just saying fuck it, go bounce. I went to go see John Wick the first time by myself, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
Fuck it, man, just get out, take a drive down to PCH or something, and just sit and look at the beach water and just sit, man. Just like I'm really thinking on myself. But the week was the week. Same
week
shit.
Of hell.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Same shit. Same shit, man. More revelations of life and actions.
The horror movie.
Actions. Yeah, the horror movie. There you go. It's Blood, Guts, and the Goonies, the horror movie. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so
I'm not just a podcaster. I'm also a rapper.
Yeah. There it is. Even at this age, you don't give a fuck, and that's what I wanted to kind of start out with getting into today. Might be kind of light. You got that timer going, right?
I haven't gotten it started yet because we haven't actually started a topic. As soon as we start the topic,
get ready to above that timer, because what I wanted to talk to you about was you played a age-old list for me of song. I did not know we had that many songs, bro. I did not know we had that many songs. We have a lot of music.
Yeah, we do.
And the Tribe got a lot of fucking music.
At least like 2 albums.
And a lot of them was produced the earlier stages by Killer D or Killer D assisted. Then I did a bunch of our shit. Then I learned how to get into the whole SoundCloud rapper movement and download beats and struggling or upcoming producers and just use their beat and don't charge or profit of it. That way they can't. You say you stole their shit.
So what is it? Free license?
Yeah, like mixtape type shit, the original mixtape type of shit, you know what I'm saying? So, you let me hear some shit, and I realized, like, a lot of those songs from my couple of Sherm experiences in our youth. I didn't know that my memory was this bad. I function well. I'm not a or haven't been an ongoing Sherm user, but from even back then, the my memory ain't that great. I don't be remembering shit. So some of those songs you would play for me, and I was like, yeah, I remember that beat. And then I would hear the verse. I was like, damn, you got off on that. All right, we actually are okay. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Which made me want to do Power. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
fuck it, do Power. Let's do this song Power. Let's release that shit out there because we still fucking dope. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
still new to the world, so it
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
matter.
yeah, yeah. And the thought you just
Yeah,
did to put the
just
thought
put
up
the thought
there.
up there.
I
Yep.
like you killed. I really appreciate your participation in your verse on the thought. Those yeah, I'm it ain't today's standard of music, but then it probably would have went. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But we don't give a fuck. Still, nigga, throw that shit out there. We got new shit coming. So I mentioned that to say when I went down the whole rabbit hole of the Goonies and the Tribe catalog, shouts out to King Thirsty, aka Fats Dog, little Fats Dog, my little brother, Black Yay, Foolish, wherever you at out there,
Yeah.
No Love,
Yeah.
Blue,
Everybody.
everybody big. My nigga just got out the pen, Blunt from Cash Only, Marley B, Cash Only, the whole Cash Only squad, Babyface, Swizzy, Swizz 60,
Yeah.
HP,
All the niggas. All
all
the
the niggas,
niggas.
everybody who I ever worked with, like nigga, we never did it because real life caught on to us, and we didn't push our dreams and aberrations over getting this job and getting this right now. Check, a lot of us had children.
Yeah.
Some of y'all
Yeah.
took on
I mean,
wives early. So life is life.
yeah.
Not everybody's gonna be the 50 Cent or whatever, but we about to take off on some shit now with through the vehicle of this of us putting together our ideas and coming together with BUB-IT the iCast, and I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing,
Me
this is
too.
what I wanted to say. You know what I was stuck listening to?
What's that? What's
These
that?
three I probably got these on that hard drive you gave me so many years ago, but you reintroduced just introduced me to number one, Stick Me Man Part One, hilarious.
I told you it
A,
was
a,
dope.
a, a lot of our songs, we were young, we weren't talking. It was all sex, violence, and drugs.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand why these niggas be on these young millennials. It was all sex, violence, and drugs. Now we had a conscious stimuli back then.
Yeah.
So we had Seeds of the Slave. We got the thought. We got power. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We got we had various conscious songs. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But then
Uh,
we
uh,
bub it off
yeah,
to to some other
yeah.
shit.
We did 30 of that bullshit.
Tricks are for
So
kids.
Stick Me Man one, Stick Me Man, which is the first Black Boogeyman record. Two,
Mm-hmm.
dope, hilarious, and I redid long time ago. We were not even, I don't believe, fully in our 20s yet.
Well, shit, I
We
was
did
just, I mean, I don't mean to cut you off, but shit, I was just listening to, before I talked to you, I was listening to Agony and Tragedy.
Agony and Tragedy was you know what's so dope about that song? It probably wouldn't go now. When I listened to that over, because you reintroduced me to that. That's another one
Yeah.
I forgot about. I mean, I never forgot about that because that's one of the songs by Me and You that I love. But it was if it was a way to, it's always a way to redo it, but it's very East Coasty and the beat, very grimy.
Mm-hmm.
The bar savvy, bro, from back then, bar savvy.
Yeah.
Like, niggas was bar heavy. That's what spawned the Goonies and the Tribe. We had Fats Dog and Black Yay, the Goon Squad. We had Big Plex and Black 10, the Black Tribe. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And it was very gangster funk, bar heavy lyrical shit with very bar savvy. Cause Big Fats and Black Gay are punchline masters.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was an
Fats
even
is a
trade
lot
off.
more. Yeah, Fats was more aggressive. Black Gay is more laid back. You pretty motherfucker.
Yeah.
What you call his
Yeah.
ass,
Yeah.
the KD of the clan.
The KD of the group.
Yeah, yeah, and we were very conscious, lyrical, boy heavy
Mm-hmm.
artist, and me and you, speaking of me and you, and I'm very proud of what we did. But the third song though that had me laughing, I know you know, but I'm just gonna say it anyway.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You remember we redid uh, the old Digital Underground. When they did theirs was flowing on the D line, we called it flowing
On
on
the
the blue
blue
line
line.
hard.
Yep.
Remember back in the day when it was cool to redo songs and pay tribute, that people
Yeah.
don't really do that no more. And it was pretty much bar for bar how Shock G, the brother Shock G, shout out to Shock G, Humpty Hump, Money B, the whole Digital Underground crew. We used to love them niggas. It's bar for bar, but we put the little I put the little differences
Yeah.
where we're
You
like
made
they're
it your
from
own. You put your own
yeah, they're
flavor
from
on it.
North California. We from South California. So there's the D line. We don't know what the D line is, so we got the blue line. We put Saint Iver in it. We changed certain words that will make it. And instead of the Broadway station, it became the Compton station.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit. I listened to that and I laughed my ass off. I was like, I forgot. I went back and listened to the original. Right,
Yeah.
theirs was a little bit more fast paced. And you know, we redid the beat. It's their shit, but we redid it. It's
Yeah.
all original off our board. I realized that I slowed the beat down. I made the slap a little bit more heavy as it would be in SoCal, and I put a whole lot of more like
Yeah.
cosmic,
You
shit.
SoCal West Coasted.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I put the cosmic shit in, and I did say in there intergalactic pornography. I made it more. It's just dope, bro.
Yeah.
It's dope. And why I'm traveling down memory lane is because I realized today that there's this thing that it doesn't seem to be. You can name on one hand how many rappers that are celebrated that are conscious. Of course, everybody gonna say Kendrick. Of course, everybody gonna say J. Cole. I know of a lot more than that.
Yeah.
I like the brother JID. I like the brother Internet James. I don't hear nobody speak on Internet James.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of dope, real dope, conscious rappers on the West. I mean, on the East, we got Joey Badass in the whole pro era. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those are some dope and brothers right there. But on the West, when a lot of that conscious awareness, street hood awareness, but yet conscious and black awareness, we attribute to TDE, and they deserve it. But it's like, other than these specific ones, I don't really feel like it's an equal playing field like it was back like in the 90s and the early 2000s when we were coming up.
You also got the Black Eyed
early 2000s.
Peas.
But I mean, that's our era, though.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the playing field, you
Yeah.
remember?
No, I feel you. I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying.
You remember? Okay, I know you remember Third Base.
Yeah, I remember Third Base.
But you remember K&D, Peach Fuzz.
Yeah,
remember that?
I remember that too.
It was an even playing field. Now, of course, we had the pop shit. We had MC Hammer, who, you know, at the time he was dope. He blew up. We had Kid and Play. We had Kwame. We had that. People talk about the dopest old school female rapper. The first go-to move, which she does deserve it. All hail the Queen, Queen Latifah. But to me, it was MC Light.
It was MC Light.
It was Bahamadia. It was so many more. Sister Isis from the X Clan. It was so many more. In our era, it was room for the gangster, be it from the West Coast to the East Coast, from down south, across the field.
Both sides were celebrated.
Yeah, the street gangbanger gangster, the dope dealing hustler gangster, the robbery violent gangster.
Remember when they would all come together and form like Voltron and do big power songs, like when we were growing up. Just a little bit before us, but still in that same vein. You know, you had what was that? Same gang.
Right, but self-destruction came first.
Self-destruction came first. But I'm just saying, speaking on the West Coast.
Yeah, that was dope. That had Shock G in it too. That had Digital Underground in it too.
Yep.
Eazy-E was in it. On the East Coast, they had Heavy D. They had I'm fucking up. What was it? Not so something supersonic or so.
JJ Fad.
Not JJ Fad. It was that. I need my
Soul Sonic Force.
So there you go. Them cats.
Get your shit together with your history.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm on the post, nigga. Don't act like the finger ain't on the post nowhere, nigga. Shit, I'm on the post, but
no, I'm just messing with you.
Yeah. It was. I'm not saying. I'm not one of these old niggas, man, that hate on these young dudes, man. That's why we was celebrating. We was laughing at the shit he got into, the controversy, but the baby, he's
Yeah.
dope. It's so many dope.
If you dope, even if you a new artist or old artist, if you dope, you dope. I just give you your accolades. Now, if you ain't dope or you ain't original, and even if you doing the same type of flavor or style, but you ain't original with
Hmm.
it, then I don't really fuck with it that much because it's like, you're not really.
But you still give them their props,
Yeah, I
right?
give them their
Because at
props,
least
but
they
I'm
doing
like,
it. At least they
yeah,
doing it.
I give them that much, but it's like, but you ain't nothing different. You ain't showing me who you are. You showing me that you can imitate this person. You know what I mean?
Right, right. You know what I never fucked with? I never fucked with you crack that Superman or that Soldier Boy, whatever.
Oh
But you know what
yeah,
I will? But you know what I will give that young man credit for? And that's no disrespect to this young nigga. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But
yeah,
it just wasn't for me.
yeah.
But
It
I was
wasn't. Yeah,
older at the time. I was working. You know, I had my children. The thing is, Soldier Boy is responsible for this whole
this whole era.
acknowledging there's this whole internet you can't hate on these young brothers. I have
No.
never seen so many young black thousandaire and millionaires in my fucking life.
Yeah, yeah.
These young brothers took a machine. Now mind you, to your point, a lot of the shit can be said, okay, it's pretty much like trap-esque.
Yeah,
Let's be
yeah.
real.
Well, right now, a lot of my problem with hip hop right now or rap music in general is that a lot of people aren't going outside the box on beats.
Right.
Not saying that they not lyrical or they can't rap. It's just it's the same hi hat, snare, and kick drum. It's the same format every
Yeah.
time. You may have a
uh,
different bass line on it. You may have some
mhm,
little different highs in it, but it's all
mhm,
the kicks, the snares, and the hi hats are usually the same. To me, that kind of came. That's kind of in the Timberland vein, how he used to do it when he first like really blew up. But
mhm.
a lot of these cats are still doing that same that. It's like a double time. And I
Well,
get
that's
it.
what it is.
I
It's the
mean,
double time.
it's double time,
Speed
and
up
it's
the
what.
RBMs in it. It's Aaliyah. Boop to boop to boot.
Yeah.
That shit. Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, a lot of people are doing the
God bless the
same type.
dead,
Yeah.
Aaliyah. You know what I'm saying? But that whole Timberland, most of the
Style.
music
Yeah.
that
That
he
double
made,
time
yeah,
hi
yeah,
hat.
yeah. And he's a legend for that. He's
Yeah.
the father, I
Oh,
would even say, of that.
I
You know
give
what
them
I'm
all
saying?
due credit and respect on it,
Yeah,
but what I'm saying is people now just that they stuck in that they don't. There's no
yeah.
real difference. So when I hear something that's different, it ain't got that same double time snare and kick. I'm like, okay, let me check this out. Let me see what this is about.
Right. And the fact that these young cats can still rap on that too. See, I think that's why
Yeah.
people praise Kendrick so much. They praise Schoolboy Q. The whole TDE is praised. They praise the whole Dreamville.
Hmm.
These are and that's why I mentioned the young man Internet James. I don't know why I haven't heard him. Internet James is a dope ass youngster. I believe he might be out of the DMV area. I don't want to say Baltimore for sure, but I think he's out of that whole Maryland area.
Yeah,
Uh,
that
uh,
whole region.
yeah, yeah, he is. When these are cats that definitely can rap on that tempo, right? But they have tapped into the old jazz. To Pimp a Butterfly, a lot of people may have appreciated because they was already celebrating Kendrick Lamar. But on the West, we love it because see, we love that old Parliament savvy, Ohio player savvy, that funk era.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That funk.
That's why the
The
Chronic
East
did so
Coast had,
well. That's why the
yeah, the
Chronic
East
album did
Coast,
so well.
exactly. The East Coast always had jazz and rock locked down. We had funk and groove locked down. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And I say that to say this. It doesn't seem to be as because I can't say Logic is a conscious rapper. Joyner Lucas is a conscious rapper. So
Yeah,
they have it.
Hobson is one.
Hobson was a conscious rapper, and he's dope as fuck. Don't forget about him.
Yeah.
You know who else? I don't hear people celebrate, and they seem to have been slept on. Crooked Eye family. The
Yeah.
Horseshoe Gang is murderers.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
Horseshoe Gang is murderers. You know what I'm murderers. And I hear people say, "Oh, all they do is rap fast." I don't give a fuck. There, when Bone Thugs used to rap fast,
Twister rap fast.
Twister raps fast.
JID rap fast.
Exactly. Here's the thing about Bone Thugs. You remember Bone Thugs? Okay, everybody love Bone Thugs.
Yeah,
You
first
remember
of the month.
we used to go hard on Busy Bones' album, The Gift. Remember
Yeah.
that was the dopest. and it wasn't really celebrated. He didn't get the accolades I think he deserved for the gift alone. Busy Bone is still that nigga. He's still the shit. Busy Bones album and Crazy Bones album, where he was running with the AK-47.
Yeah,
These
yeah,
niggas,
yeah.
they were murderers for that. That fast rap shit doesn't get enough respect because not everybody is doing what Joyner Lucas, Kendrick Lamar, Logic,
Token,
Blacksmith.
uh,
They're not doing what these people do
Tech
with it.
Nine,
Check nine.
Twister.
There's content in what they're
Mm-hmm.
doing. Now I understand when motherfuckers just go and a kid and there's nothing being said. That's why I will always hail Royce the 5'9"
Yeah.
and Eminem. I know this whole thing with Lord Jamar and and Eminem ain't the king. I'm not really into all that. I never said he was the king,
He's
but
a goat
the
though.
motherfucker is technically a dope MC.
He's a
But
goat.
see, yeah, here's the thing.
He is a goat.
He is a goat, no doubt. Royce the 5'9" is a goat though.
Yep.
I don't
Exactly.
give a fuck. Everybody in D12 is a goat to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Even Bizarre,
Yeah.
because you remember when I said when we all said it wasn't just me when we would sit up at La Casa Grande and talk about our favorite rappers. You remember how we never could really do it because there's certain veins. It was like, well, for this, these are my favorite, and when I
Yeah.
want this, these are my favorite.
Yeah.
You remember how we used to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Like I've said on record and on probably on our songs when people were getting when you got the ugly, the Black Boogie Monster, the Stickney Man out of me when we would do our project. Well, that was nobody but Busta Rhymes, Shock G, Old Dirty Bastard,
Oh,
and Mac Dre.
I forgot about Busta Rhymes. He chop it up
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Exactly. He's definitely one of the original choppers. But when I would do those characters on our music,
That's your inspiration.
It was Busta Rhymes, it
Yeah.
was Mac Dre, it was Shock G, and it was Old Dirty Bastard, and it was my way to merge those. And we don't do no biting. It wasn't their cadence, maybe.
Yeah.
It wasn't even
It was
as
your
good as
inspiration.
their. Yeah, but it was
It was you,
in
but
the
it was
vein
inspired by them.
of that, exactly on that rapping when we're being ignorant and having fun and clowning, pimping,
Yeah.
talking about pimping bitches or drinking or getting high or any kind of violence. That was my inspiration for that entertainment kind of rap. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
Yeah. Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in my own style. Then when we got lyrical, well, we already know we had our inspirations was always AC Alone, the E Rules, the Razzcast, the Black Thoughts. You know what I'm saying? And cats like this, the Tribe Called Quest, the Five Dogs.
Yeah.
Those was our inspiration on the conscious lyrical, the most depths, the Talib Kweli's. That was our inspiration for that. You know what I'm saying? Then we had our gangster shit. Of course, it would be the Ice Cubes. Of course, it would be the Game. Of course, it
Yeah.
would be
Yeah.
these
Exactly.
cat Dub C's. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Mac 10s. These
Mm-hmm.
cats, the
Mm-hmm.
Deadly Threats.
Cam.
I can't get Cam, West Coast Cam, and niggas got love for the East Coast Cam too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? The
Cameron.
Dipset all day, did the Cameron. It's
And the
all dope
Dipset,
shit.
Jim Jones,
But
and all that.
I think around that time, the whole Dipset era is when, because it's always been this attitude in hip hop that oh, you ain't no gangster, nigga. You shouldn't be rapping. You talking about some whole the gods and the earth. When did that shit leave? So what? It's imagine. Where did
Jedi
we didn't
Mind Tricks
imagine?
does it all the time. That
Yeah,
motherfuckers is hard.
Jedi Mind Tricks is dope. Shit. I forget his first name, but the brother De La Rocha was in Rage of the Machine.
Yeah.
De La Rocha, he's dope. Zach De La Rocha. Look,
Yeah.
hip hop used to have room for all these things. The graffiti was always the great graffiti was always a reflection of the streets
Yeah.
and artistic. Artistic view.
The
If you looked at a mural, yeah,
the graffiti emulated the music emulated the graffiti, and both of them emulated the streets and
you
poverty and expression and just art in general.
exactly oppression, suppression, regression, all these things.
That's
Our
what that, I
brother,
mean. That's why you could have an NWA and then at the same time have an X Clan.
exactly. Look, our brother Tribin in Peace, Big Ben X, was a prolific artist.
Mm-hmm.
He was an excellent artist.
Yeah.
You remember the piece many years ago he did with the like the when we first started having our metro train system, we didn't always have that.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And he did that with the like the couple of homeboys and the whatever word he put his name up there, and it was like, and then it had the spacey background with the planets and the aliens coming down. You merged reality with fiction to make it dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
art.
The great almighty Wu-Tang Clan, one of our favorites, are Wu-Tang Forever. All of them, all the original 9 members,
Yeah.
all of them. When
You
the
God
RZA
expected
did,
that.
when you turned me on, because you heard it first, we didn't have the internet back then, but
Stop telling our age, nigga.
I had missed, yeah, I mean, fuck it. I had missed it because I was working, but on Yo MTV Raps, I believe it was,
When they
RZA
played
released the video.
videos.
Yeah, RZA released the video Tragedy, and I missed it. He was like, "Oh, nigga, you got to find it. You got to pay attention." So when I got to see Tragedy, what does he say? I believe he said, "I'm the dopest metamorphosis" or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Putting planets in orbit.
Yeah.
That's not verbatim. That's
Yeah.
paraphrasing, but something along that. That was fucking dope, my nigga.
Yeah.
And behind that in imaginary or fictional imagery, there's a realistic message for the streets.
Yeah.
So it seems that
And you watching
nowadays,
Kung Fu.
yeah. The motherfuckers grew up on Kung Fu, though. You know what I'm saying?
And you watching them do Kung Fu.
Yeah. It seems like we're going more towards this. Oh, you ain't talking about busting 30 in the sliding 30 into the 40 and busting at the op. You ain't talking about your chain. You ain't talking about your swag. You ain't got these hoes. You ain't fucking on nobody, bitch. So it's like it's
You
almost
ain't got
like
lean
they're
in your
trying
cup.
to. Yeah,
You ain't
all
got
that
no
shit.
choke chains on.
You ain't got no Molly, you ain't got drip.
You ain't got
And
no
it's all
money.
good. Look, wherever hip hop is going, I'm gonna support it.
Yeah, it's hip
We're
hop.
children, we're products of hip hop. I just don't want to see hip hop get rid of
The
the artists.
Nas's,
Yeah, but Nas
the Black
Nas was a
Thoughts.
street artist. Black Thought, and you know what? People sleep on the Roots because the Roots had a live band with a more jazzy background. Black Thought, Malik B, Dice Raw, these motherfuckers are murderers on the mic.
And that's why no
They're
one else can go to Funk
murderers.
Flex after Black Thought, because he
Oh,
shut the
yeah.
whole thing down.
When he sat down, I don't know who they were interviewing with. When he sat down and he had the brother Method Man with him, even Method Man said, "I got to go off my phone because I'm sitting next to Black Thought." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Black Thought, people be like, "Oh, he's dope, he's dope. Who's the dopest?" He don't get enough credit. Black Thought will chew. When they was doing the ciphers, and I think they still do ciphers. I don't really pay attention to that shit no more, but because a lot of them are whack. But when they did the ciphers, they put Black Thought, Mos Def, and Eminem together. What the fuck does that tell you?
Yeah. And
We
people
can't
sleep on
stand this.
Mos Def. Mos Def is hard.
We can't put this man next to these niggas, and what they gonna do? Cut on auto tune and go zimmin and Eminem.
He
No,
gonna sit
nigga,
back
that
and
ain't gonna
chew
work.
that shit up.
Yeah, we gonna eat that shit raw. You know what I'm saying? So
And look
I
at
guess,
you and stare at your face while he do it.
Yeah.
And ask
Yes.
you going next?
Yeah, and some of the most street dudes don't necessarily reflect it in their art.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Goonies in the Tribe. We got Fats who absolutely bleed his affiliation and his music,
Yeah.
and through his music and his activeness through his music. But you don't get that from Principal Black.
Yeah.
Not too often. I talk a lot of street shit. I speak a lot of street stories, but I don't speak it from the aspect of the involved with it. But I could I not make a million songs about selling dope? Be real. Could I not make a million songs about
That's like one of the
selling dope?
easiest. That's an easy topic.
I mean, as far as, and I will be telling the truth.
Yeah, but it's an easy
Guns,
topic. It ain't
fights,
challenging yourself.
Not prison, but jail. You know what I'm saying? Gang banging. I could talk about this shit. I never did it in my music. It just wasn't me.
But it's not challenging either. It's everybody. What else can you say?
I tell you what.
You know what I mean?
How big? Sorry to cut you off, brother, but how big Trey D do it is challenging because Trey D make that shit sound.
Well, there's a thing. There's a thing.
Clean every time. Like his gangster is like a whole new story every time.
Well, here's the thing.
But you know that Trey D is a well-known, respected OG gangster.
Well, regardless of all that, Trey D's voice, the beats he chooses to rap on are all fit for him, and he's always in pocket. He's got a dope cadence. He's got
Yeah.
the total package when it comes to that type of rap music.
Hmm.
He's
And a
got the total
full and a
package.
full-fledged
And he's got
reputable
lyrics.
experience. Yeah, and he dope as fuck. He got
Yeah,
lyrics
he's
like
got
a brother.
lyrics.
For that general list is hard.
He knows how to formulate a bar. You know
You
what I
know who
mean?
else is dope? BG Knockout. I started getting more into his music. I didn't even know he had that much more
Oh
music
hell yeah, BG
than the
Knockout
original.
is
BG Knockout
dope.
is dope. It's dope as fuck. Like, but we from LA, and I know everybody's not gonna appreciate that genre of rap, but I love it, dog. I don't give a fuck.
I
Like,
like all rap. Like
I
I
love
said,
all of it. Yeah,
as long as that shit is good music and I can understand what you saying. You ain't fucking saying making make believe words.
yeah, mumble
Regardless
words.
if you yeah, regardless if
Well,
I could deal
we
I
can't
could
knock
deal
make believe words because Bubba is a make believe word.
yeah, but what I'm saying is you making up a word just to rhyme, but it ain't really it doesn't go anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You ain't really saying nothing to begin with to make a make believe word. You just use
You
something.
be like in the second half of Stick Me Man Part 1 where I go, when she walk, it's like one on one.
Yeah, but see, that's you're describing something.
Yeah,
And even though it's a
yeah,
make believe word, you're describing something. Now, if
yeah,
you use that to rhyme off of, but it ain't really matching what you saying to begin with, then what the fuck are
yeah.
you doing?
I know, yeah, I mean, I said it in to paint a picture. It's like
You're
I
painting
use
a
it like
picture.
like
Yeah,
an adjective.
it
I use it
is.
like
It
an
is.
adjective. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
But you're
Yeah,
painting a
but
picture. You're trying to say like this is how you would hear it if you when you see it.
when you see it, the ass moving, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Her ass moving. My point is, I would like to see the more abundance of the straight across playing field with hip hop like it was
Yeah.
then. I don't know,
Just more
old
variety.
head, the old
Nah, nah,
era
nah.
was better. No, no, no.
I
All
like
hip
all
hop is
eras.
better. I
I
love it
just want to
all.
hear more versatility
Yeah,
from the
because
artist.
we wasn't the biggest kid in playing Kwame fans,
No.
but it had its place. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We wasn't the biggest. A lot of commercial poppy rap fans, but it had its place. And
You still listen
we
to it.
it was okay to be a Tribe Called Quest fan. It was
Yeah.
okay to be a Common fan. It was okay to love all those more mellow, jazzed out, positive vibe
I mean, come
things.
on, Gangstar Guru went
Gangstar was the
from
shit.
Gangstar to Jazzmatazz.
Jazzmatazz, exactly. And that shit was dope, bro.
Yeah,
It was nothing wrong with that because then we would go in another session and listen to the Locks, whom we love. The
yeah,
Locks is dope. When we wanted to get weird, kind of grimy weird, we had Organized Confusion. From that,
yeah.
we got Pharaoh Munch. He's the longevity of that story.
Mm-hmm.
But then we can go fuck with the Locks when we want
Yeah,
to hear some block shit. When we from LA, we not from New York, but we like how they get down, so we want to hear they get down. We can go listen to the
yeah.
Locks. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
We
and
can
then
go
if
listen to
you want
Wu
to hear,
Tang Clan. You
or
know
you can go up north, you can hear some E40. You can hear the Click.
exactly,
You got Hobo
exactly.
Junction. You got
Oh
Souls of
yeah.
Mischief. You had Dale the Funky Homo Sapien.
That was the perfect example. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
of course, you had Souls of Mischief. They spoke to the streets in their music, but they were very graffiti, artsy,
they're
lyricist
regular hip hop,
based, regular hip hop. Hobo Junction, Big Saphir. Shout out to Saphir.
casual.
Yeah, casual. They were dope. You know what I'm saying on that shit. But then when we wanted to hear the street shit, we had Too Short. You know what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
We had, like you said,
The
we had
Loonies.
we had the Loonies.
The
We had what am I thinking of? You just said the dudes, the people's name, E40 and the
oh, the
Click.
Click. The
We
whole
had
Click.
the whole Click, Be
You know,
Legit, D Shot. We
Captain
had the
Sable. He
we
brought us
had the
Captain
Mossy.
Sable.
We had Sibo. We had Brother
Yeah.
Lynchung. We had San Quinn. We had Mac Mall. We had all these people.
Mac
I like
Dre.
Mac Dre. Rest in peace. God
Yeah.
bless him, because that was I miss that nigga still to this day. The point was, you understand me? There used to be respect for all genres within the whole hub of hip
Yeah.
hop,
The whole
and it seemed
ethos.
it almost seems like it's kind of disappearing. Like you gotta be in this bracket or we can't sell you. And I appreciate you and I love you, my brother, because we not giving up on that shit. We getting back in the studio. Fuck that. Oh no, fuck that. You feel me?
I feel you.
Fuck that shit, my nigga. Like, isn't that the wrong? Even with our crew, you needed Clap City. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? We needed Fats to spit Clap
Yeah.
City. We needed Fats to do Pipe Bomb.
Yeah.
We still need Fats to spit that gangster
You,
shit.
you
We
still
needed
want to
Black
hear for
Gay.
Dadadon?
Fadadadon. Look, Fadadadon was. I'm gonna tell you like this. Now, Fadadadon was fun. It was funny. We did not know that this nigga, whatever, anybody get a piece of that and hear Fat say that shit, R. Kelly do it. What do you say, R. Kelly with the camera
Like,
in hand?
R.
Look,
Kelly is set camera in hand.
yeah,
But
that
he
shit.
says right after that though, I'm just joking with you.
Yeah, but you know, people don't give a fuck. People,
I know. But I
they
mean, but
they
he
trying to
started
kill
off with
comedy.
Ted say I'm a pedophile.
Yeah.
That's
And
only
it
what
was all in jokes.
yeah.
These are jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we didn't know. Lo and behold,
He was a
however many years
pedophile.
later, this nigga really. That was a rumor. We were young. We were just
Yeah.
teenagers. We didn't know that the nigga really did the shit.
Yeah.
We was just going on the rumor at the time. This nigga really
Yeah.
did. Then the tape came out. Niggas then forgot all about Phenomenon by now. You know what I'm saying? And this nigga really did that shit.
Yeah. That's when I played
Wow.
it for you. Be like, remember this?
I was like, when you played it, yeah, but you know, we're rambling and we're having fun with it. Fuck it, you
Yeah.
know. But what I wanted to say is there's a reason why I'm speaking on it. I was listening to that Flowing on the Blue Line. I was listening to that Goons Moon. I was listening to Agony Tragedy. I listened to This Is Hip Hop. And I did not know that me and you had so many songs we did together. And I correlated that to how it's going on now. I was like, it's almost so PC. We about to bring back the Third Reich because we can't. You can't. It's like I mean, you can say whatever the fuck you want
I'm
to,
still gonna
but
say
you're
whatever
gonna
the fuck I
yeah
want to.
you're gonna get canceled and oh he said this he's homophobic oh he said
Yeah.
this he's pro domestic violence or no it's art if you don't want to say whatever the fuck you don't want to say then don't say it but if you really want to put these things in place you shouldn't be able to say whatever the fuck you said because I'm offended be ready because believe me the go cry to the government. They're like, oh, I agree. He shouldn't say that. As a matter of fact, we're gonna ban this use of this word and make it illegal, like we did abortion. And then, matter of fact, everybody, cold yellow curfew, get your ass in the house, even if you were an adult by 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Keep playing. Keep tampering with people's rights to do whatever. Just because oh, I'm sensitive. I don't like when a motherfucker say, I hate black niggers. But I don't want to silence the motherfucker.
No.
I'm just gonna call you a crack ass cracker and
And
give a
keep
fuck
on
about
stepping.
it and keep on stepping. You know what I'm saying?
Just
So,
like you got the right to
so
say that, I got the right to say this, and we can both be angry at each other as we walk away and go
my
about our
nigga,
business.
I'm telling you, when you do clips and shit on this one, you need the songs we talked about. At least those two, or those three. You know, Agony Tragedy, the old Flowing on the Blue Line remake, the Sticky Man. Where they were one on one. You need to throw them in there because that shit was hilarious. The Phenomenon shit, oh, it was hilarious. But I say that to say this: we have a thing now, a genre within hip hop. I don't have no problem with it. It ain't my biggest. I'm not a big listener of it, but I was, and I didn't know it because I wasn't hip to this kid. I got put on to this kid, the young man, XXX Tentacion. Uh, I, he's an emo rapper,
Yeah.
and
I
I don't
like
know
some
what
of his
that
music.
is.
I like some of his
Yeah.
music. Not all of it. It wasn't for me, but
What do
I
you
did.
think about that last album he made, though?
I didn't hear his entire album. I listened to a couple of songs on it. I mean, it was all right. I mean, like I said, it was good, but it wasn't for me. So I mean, it wasn't for me. You know, I think it was sad the way he was killed. Um, but you know, his music's good and it reached out to certain people, and those were his fans. But was I an actual fan of his music? Not, I couldn't say I was, but I didn't
Right.
say that his music was whack or anything like that, or he didn't have talent. Just his music wasn't geared to me, my demographic. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's how I feel about it. I mean, I listened to his music, checked it out, was like, and I knew about him before he had even all that stuff happened to him, and you know,
Right. I knew
like,
about him before, but just before. Like I knew about him when he did that song that I did, like the "Look at Me Now" joint. To me,
yeah,
that was dope.
yeah, I
And
knew
then,
about him before then, way before
and then
then.
the song, the video he put out for that is segued into another song. I had to sit back like, oh, this fucking kid can rap.
Yeah,
You
he
know what I'm
can.
saying? He gets fucking spit. You know, and rest in peace to that young man. That was another tragedy when that happened. It just, here's the thing. A lot of people within our age bracket, a little bit younger, a lot older, tend to seem like or come off like they're blaming these young fuckboy that I just shake my head. Nigga, you sound like your fucking dad. That's what your dad was saying about us when we were fucking out there doing the same
Yeah.
shit. Let's not act like these kids made up gun violence. Let's not act like these kids made up gang violence. Let's not act like these kids made up drug using. Their drug choice is different from what it was. Or in our
Yeah.
era, it wasn't cool to smoke crack. Thank God me and you, we can say, and Black Gay and Fats, we never smoked crack,
Yeah.
but we had that in our tribe. We had a
Yeah.
brother fall
Yeah.
victim to that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We had a brother fall. We had a couple of brothers actually.
Yeah.
Two, and don't forget young Black Keys. Remember Black Keys? We had brothers fall
Yeah.
victim to the whole crack
The
and
crack
that
situation.
shit. Yeah, but we were the dealers of the shit, and
Well,
you know, I
back
don't
then,
know that you can champion one more than the other.
back then
You
the
know,
difference back then was uh in music or rap music, the drug use wasn't it wasn't drug use, it was drug selling. And then in this era
yeah.
is drug use, not drug selling. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You put the lean in your cup, you popping perks, you get the E, you do all that shit. Back then it was most you did was smoke some weed, drank liquor, and
Yeah.
every so often you get a song like from J.O. Felony,
Jail for
Sherm
that's what I was
Stick.
gonna say. Sherm, the gangbangers were smoking Sherm, and they would
Yeah,
tell you that that monster music they were smoking on. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I can't say they because I hit it. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just saying
Brother,
that's how it
we
was
have
back
brothers in
then.
the tribe that fucked with that we know of. But two notable was brother Box, brother Fats was more on the Sherm shit than everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Well, nobody else did it but me. I dabbled. But boxing and Fats would go with the Sherm shit. You know, they
yeah,
would really
yeah.
go. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm just
And
saying like
by the
that's
time
what.
they was doing it, I wasn't doing it no more. You know, I had did it before I got in link with them.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is back then that's kind of what in that era that's what it was. And then before that era, the real golden era, it was conscious rap.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All conscious rap.
But that was dope too, though.
No, I'm not saying it wasn't dope. I'm just saying it was all the main platform was conscious
Yeah,
rap.
yeah, yeah. I know what you're saying, but I'm just saying that was dope too.
Yeah, yeah.
I love all hip hop, and I guess what I'm leading up to is
I mean,
we have a
KRS-One
thing.
was the champion
Oh,
for that.
BDP was the shit. BDP was the nigga. You couldn't tell me nothing
Love's
about
gonna get you.
my beloved. Don't talk bad about my beloved BDP. But see, I
Love's
would
gonna
listen
get
to
you.
BDP. I would listen to the Boogie Down production, and then I would go listen to Compton Most Wanted because
Yeah,
on that they still gaffling. It's kind of that little saying boom, boom, boom,
yeah,
boom, boom. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It was still there. You know, they used that kind of like
Uh
little
huh.
clip. Or at least I believe they did. It sounds similar.
Yeah,
If they didn't, but yeah, it was you had it's like going grocery shopping. You
yeah,
can pick from all this shit, and it wasn't nothing wrong with champion any of it. And now they have a genre called the emo rap. It's not really in my vein. I appreciate it when I got hip to the young man XXX Tentacion. I went back and started checking all his catalog. And yes, he was very much an emotional rapper. He was very talented, but
he was dope.
it goes into the next thing I want to talk about, the emotions. Emotions are of a human being. The emotional aspect of a human being is normal. Men have emotionals. We have emotionals. Duh. Men have emotions.
I was gonna just
We're
let you
emo-
bub that shit that
yeah,
way.
yeah,
So.
yeah. But I'm gonna correct it when I catch it, and then you catch it when I don't, and vice versa. But we're emotional beings as human beings. Period.
Humans, period. Yeah,
Yeah, emotional expression is has always been, I guess, in a sense, but it's more frowned upon for a man. You
yeah,
know what I mean? Uh, I get confused what with these mixed signals that we send to society. Like I know firsthand here a woman say, I think it's great when a man can be vulnerable, whatever, and then be mad and be like, I don't like all that, and they got crying and shit. Like, bitch, make your fucking mind up. Because I can be a hard ass, or the average man, not me personally, but even me, a man could be just all the way a hardcore dickhead and say, fuck it then. If I'm
Yeah.
going to express my emotion on the vulnerable side, and because you got your fucking pussy on your shoulders, now it's something to make fun of. Well, I might as well be a roughneck asshole all the fucking time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I think it also comes down to just not so much. I think it boils down to how we evolved as a race in general. I'm talking about all humans, just in general. Um, Typically, the woman was the nurturer, so she has to use communication more and all that, and emotion. And men were more of the hunter gatherer. We just go out and kill and bring back the kill, and feed the village. And
Right,
so I think in some instances it's that, and then in some instances it's just how we evolved as we got older in our species, where we
right,
come that way. But to me, personally, if a man shows and this other thing, as we get older as men, we become more emotional.
right.
It's just part of
Yeah,
our evolution because our testosterone lowers. It's just a natural thing, and that's where we get our from. Is our nuts basically. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
what would he say? What he say? What he say on what's his name? The dude that played Black Jesus, Johnson. Check your nuts,
yeah.
nigga.
That's my shit, Black Jesus too. Shout out to Sling, shout out to Corey Holcomb
Yeah, yeah,
and the whole crew.
but
You
back to
know,
what I was saying. Back to what I was saying. I think that's what it is. It's just it's more that as far as a man having emotions, I don't think it's a weakness. But
mm-mm.
but I do feel it's a weakness from both women and men when they make judgment calls off of emotion.
This is the thing, like they make a big deal out of men who would wear a dress or a wig to perform, and these aren't gay men. I don't give a fuck either way it go. Do your thing. I wouldn't do it for the check or the bag, but at the same time, a motherfucking dudes who say for Halloween might dress up as a nun or dress up as a woman or whatever. They get too much in it because the motherfucker might dress a certain way. Don't make them gay, and it don't even fucking matter, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like let the motherfuckers do what they
If
do.
that's what they
Those
want to
who are
do,
gay, let them do their shit. Those who are gay, live your shit. Be your shit, and I don't
live your
feel you
truth.
should be. I don't think you should be judged for it. You know what
No,
I'm
I don't.
saying? You
I
should be
think you
left the
should be
fuck alone.
judged for who you are, not what you are.
Yeah, you know
That
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
if you a snake in the grass, I don't care if you gay, straight, identify as a leopard, identify as a bird, a cheetah, whatever the fuck you want to
Yeah.
be. I don't give a shit. But if you a snake regardless.
Mhm. Mhm.
You can't change your characteristics.
Yeah.
you can change as your outside, but you can't change who you are in on the
On the
inside.
inside, yeah, yeah. It's just crazy that you know, as hip hop evolves, as urban culture period evolves, which is mostly attributed to black people, as it evolves, we seem to want to put these stipulations on the shit instead of letting it just flourish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't know that that's necessarily a good thing or a right way to go about it. That's all I'm saying. I don't know that it helps. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I
You
like I
know?
said, to me it doesn't really matter. I don't really care what somebody wants to do. If I like it, and when it comes to music, if I like it, I don't care what you got on in on your album cover or on your video. I may
Hmm.
laugh about it if it's funny,
Hmm.
but as long as the beat knocking and the raps are rapping, that's all I really care about. Anything
Yeah,
else,
this shit ain't nothing,
yeah,
man. That shit ain't
everything
nothing.
else to me, everything else nowadays is just shock value. You trying to get a rise, just for your likes and your views, and
Yeah,
I'm checking to see if your actual songs are dope. If your songs ain't dope,
yeah,
I'm just gonna check out and go to another song.
Yeah.
or if it's just not for me, you know.
It's just not for me. That
Yeah,
don't mean
and
I'm saying you whack. I
a
just
lot of artists that are out nowadays that I'll check for them and listen to them, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna be a fan. I may be a fan as
right.
in I like what you're doing, keep doing your thing, you know, keep
Yeah.
building. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna follow your music and really start really
Yeah.
listening to it. It's just
Yeah.
you're not catering to my demographic or catering to what I want to hear currently.
Right.
Uh, like I said,
You.
I don't really like, for instance, Little Pump. I think he's cool. I think he's cool for what he does, but
right.
he doesn't make music for me. He makes
Right.
music for other people, and that's good, and that's cool, and that's what he wants to do, and that's what's making him money, and that's what's lining his pockets and helping his family live the lifestyle that he wants them to live, and
Right.
how he wants to live. Do I knock it? No, I don't knock it.
Right.
I don't knock your hustle, but that
Yeah. I
doesn't
know.
mean
I
that I
know.
gotta applaud your hustle because you on your hustle. I'm just gonna say, yeah, that's cool. You do your thing. Enjoy yourself.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful way that it was put. I tell you what. Me myself. I'm not. Like I said. I'm not. Promoting that lifestyle. But Young Thug got some knockers. Some knockers. I'm not gonna not listen to a Young Thug song because a nigga want to put on a dress.
I've heard a
That's
couple of
on him.
songs by Young
That be
Thug
beaten.
that be beaten. Now
Jesus.
I'm not a fan of the Jeffrey album cover, but that ain't for me.
Mm.
I'm looking on the inside of the
Yeah.
I'm looking
yeah.
inside the album cover for where the music is at, and I'm gonna put that on and see what Young Thug is rapping about. And if whatever he's rapping about, as long as, like I said, is the beat knocking and the raps are rapping, I'm fucking with it.
Yeah.
Now, if
I'm.
it ain't my demographic, if you ain't talking about something I care to talk to hear about, if you talking about some young teenage shit that I'm not a young teenager, I'm not gonna sit
Yeah.
there and listen to it. I'm gonna be like, okay, that's dope. I'll check for him in a couple of years. You know, I'll keep him on my
Yeah.
radar just in case he come up with something else that's, you know, more geared to my demographic or geared to
Yeah.
my thinking. Then I'll check for him.
Yeah, Howard Stern dressed in drag once, man. I like Howard Stern. I'm a fan of his radio show. That don't mean
Howard
the nigga
Stern
can't.
dressed in
I tell
drag
you
and a
what.
superhero.
Way before I even came in contact with y'all, I had an older girlfriend, fucking around the house with me, trying to throw a fucking wig and make up my face and clown and fuck with me in that manner and shit. And of course, the nigga don't want to do it, whatever. But it's not no the gay shit don't really come into your mind when you normally live in your life if you're not gay.
So
That's
let
my
me ask
thing.
you this. So you're telling me, because this is new information. This is breaking news.
Nigga, this ain't no
You,
breaking news. Don't put no extras on it, nigga.
it's
It's
breaking
just
news for
it's
me. It's breaking
no.
news for me. I didn't know about
Oh
that.
yeah, no. I mean, but I didn't even know you. I was like
Yeah,
15 fucking
but
years
that's what I'm
old. I
saying.
was
I
a
didn't know
kid.
about it. You
Yeah,
never told me this story. So
it was not important, nigga.
you told me back then. You telling me back then that this older lady,
hmm
um, tried to have you dressed up like Oscar De La Hoya with the wig on.
Oh my nigga, the bitch tried to go hard. The bitch tried to put a wig on. I mean, was like really trying to
Oh,
straddle
wait till you see the image I put behind that.
Hey nigga, I tell you what, I love you, my brother, but nigga, don't play no fact shit. I'ma say it. You can bleep it out if you want with me, nigga. I'ma just be
Do you know
100.
what I'm
Like
talking about with the Oscar De La Hoya picture?
I think I don't know it, but
That's
I
the
heard
picture I'm
about it.
gonna put up, and that's the one you're
Uh,
gonna see.
I never saw that. I heard that it was something, but I mean I didn't care enough.
Yeah,
But what
yeah.
I'm saying was she was like really trying to like hold my arms down and jump and hold the nigga down and shit
Oh, yeah, yeah.
and it wasn't like it just wasn't no weird shit. Oh, I'm gonna make you gay. It wasn't nothing like that. Didn't even come
No, I'm
into the
not.
fucking
That's not
conversation.
what that was about. That's not what that
Yeah,
was about.
I tell you, you know what
And
it
that's not what
reminded
I
me
was
of.
saying either.
Yeah. You know what it reminded me of? I seen a movie years ago with Jim Curry, and it's I forget the name of it, but it's a comedy, and he's I guess he raises like three black children, and his wife was fucking some black midget or something, and they
Me,
had
myself, and I
she
read.
okay, that's what it was. That's the one where he was a cop and some
Me,
little.
myself, and I read. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. And he's dressed up as Dorothy in the picture with his boys, and they did the whole Wizard of Oz shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Some
I know what you're
shit
talking
like
about that.
some shit like that. In today's climate, motherfuckers like, oh man, this motherfucker went and did that. Where's his intent? I'm
Well,
like, is it really that? Like, I wouldn't do this shit on my own. I'm not gonna dress up like no broad or whatever because I don't want to, but not because I automatically, you know what I'm saying, attributed to that. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
just
yeah.
not something I want to do. You know what I mean? But at the same time, we go too far with the shit. Everything can't mean that a motherfucking gay. I don't ever see him with a woman, so he gay. This nigga walk like he gay, or I mean, like,
Well,
if the shit is being celebrated, that community has made great advances in today's society. So why is that even a thing anymore? You know what I mean?
I
Oh,
think
he's gay. He's a rapper. He's gay. He can't be gay and a rapper. Now, I'm gonna tell you what. I do understand that that's not originally the code of the code of conduct in hip hop, because
is it
in
though?
LA, like us, I mean, well, I'm not talking. Hold on,
Is it
hold on.
though?
I'm not talking about what these motherfuckers is doing behind closed doors. I'm talking about originally that wasn't something that was accepted and acknowledged in hip
Again,
hop.
is it though? Because
Again, I don't know. I don't know who is. I don't know who
I'm just
ain't.
saying,
I
do
know the
you
few.
hear about the you
I hear
heard
about it.
rumors throughout hip hop,
Hey,
throughout hip hop's, well, just music in general,
just
just
music general.
in
But
general.
hip hop is more like they're more ostracized for it. Put it
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
I'll
I
tell
get
you
you.
like this. I'll tell you like this. I don't know nobody who's a gay rapper per se that's out gay. That's more of a now thing that's going on.
Yeah.
But I tell you this.
Oh, I have seen one, and I did not like it.
He's
It
stupid.
was not for me. Like I said.
Okay. Well, the thing is about it, with music, you have to want to listen to it. Like, I applaud Cardi B. I applaud what's the new lady that they're up in a lot now, Megan Thee Stallion. I heard her songs is dope. I'm probably
I
not
just want to
gonna.
say real quick. I got to cut you off. I just want to say real quick. It's not that because he was gay. It was because of the content of
That's what I was
his
getting
lyrics
to. That's what I
that
was getting
I
to.
was cool on.
I like these ladies, but I'm probably not going to be, I like to play my music loud. I bump in my car. I'm probably not going to be rolling talking about bloody shoes, you know what I'm saying? But I do applaud these young ladies for their craft. But I will bump Raspity. I will bump Rhapsody. I used to bump MC Light
Yeah, it's
before I
about the
was,
content.
that was when I was a kid. But the content there, the fact that I don't like that, I will bump Remy Ma. I don't like that people always feel the need to say, oh, the female rapper. No, she's an MC. She's a lyricist.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I'm saying?
If
We
she's a
put
real
too many.
MC, if
Yeah,
she's a real
if
MC,
she's a real MC, yeah. We put too much on this. What I'm saying,
yeah,
like everything can't mean a motherfucker's gay.
yeah,
You want people to accept you being how you are, and that's easy for me to do. But then when you want to, oh, and you should put it in your schools, and every movie should have a gay scene to
yeah,
it. No, that's oversaturation. It's like oversaturated content with anything.
yeah. I
I
hear what
don't
you're
want to be
saying.
oversaturated with it. If a motherfucker with 50 Cent did the character, I don't know what was it, Big Curly or whatever, when he had the curly wig on, that don't mean he just put a wig on. So what?
He's
So
doing a
what? They
skit.
don't. Yeah, when Tyler the Creator wear wigs, it's a skit. Who gives a fuck?
He doing it
All
for a
this shit.
movie. He don't.
Oh, nigga, a real nigga. I ain't gonna do that, nigga. But I'm gonna be posted up on the block and ready for the ops and all that. Man, shut the fuck up,
And
nigga.
that's why you ain't. That's
Like,
why you ain't got no money in Tyler Perry making movies.
yeah, you know what I mean. I wouldn't do
and
it,
not
but even I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it for a movie for a check though myself. I'm saying I don't want to
no,
play a
no,
gay role, whatever. That
but
goes against my moral standing for myself.
that's
Not
different.
saying that it's immoral. It's against my moral standing for myself.
Yeah, but
But I'm not gonna knock the next motherfucker that do it, and I'm not gonna automatically call him gay because he did do it.
yeah, but that's all. But you got to also look at it that Tyler Perry did that role. He wrote the script. He played the character, and the character was somebody that he knew that he
Right.
was portraying. So to me, it's not like I mean, I don't care if an actor wants to wear a dress for a role. That's fine. If that's what they want to do, and they
That's what they
feel they
want to
want to.
do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't care. I mean,
Eminem dressed up like a girl. Hobson dressed up like a girl in one of his videos.
when
That don't make him gay to
no,
me. I
no.
mean, I wouldn't do the shit, but
But then again, you got to
it's
also look at this. Let me cut you off real quick. You got to also look at this when they use that term like that. it's not so much them really saying they're homosexual. They're just it's
Right.
used as a verb. It's like, oh, that's some gay shit. You know what I mean?
Well, that's how we use
Or
the term in LA.
but no, that term is not just locally to LA. That also goes
well,
across the
well,
nation like that. As
yes,
far
I
as
know, but
how
I'm
it's being
talking
used.
about LA. I don't speak like I keep saying. I don't speak for across. I'm not from across the nation.
Yeah,
I'm from LA.
but you
I
said that's
know.
LA though. But I'm
I mean,
saying,
what I'm saying as far as just, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying just like a point of reference from what I'm familiar with. In LA, if a motherfucker was like, she's cute, I'm gonna write her a love letter. Nigga might be like, nigga, you's a punk for that shit. You gay as a motherfucker. We're not talking about homosexuals. We're not talking about you're gay because you're doing. It's just what did you just say? It's like it's just
it's
a
just a
descriptive
phrase.
term. It's just a phrase.
Yeah,
Everything can't mean a person's fucking gay.
yeah.
Oh, he's crying. He's emotional on the track. No, he's not, bro. That's just his style. That's it. It's not that serious. And I can just speak for myself, Black. I'm just speaking for myself. It's not that serious, is what I'm saying.
I
It's
agree
not
with
that.
that.
It's not that. It's not that serious. Hard times all over the world. Uh, I don't know if anybody could say. Well, you probably could say this rough patch is tougher than the next one, but each individual's issue is significant to them. This person might say, I lost my job today. I got to live with my parents. Then the person who's homeless might say, at least you have that. You understand what I'm saying? Um,
Yeah,
you may say, I broke my leg. I might say, nigga, I got shot. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
this
yeah, yeah.
brother got shot and he's dead. So our shit is worse than yours. It's all a horrible situation, and I believe that the lack of empathy is beginning to be too much. Um, Without empathy for everybody's situation, we cannot ask for consideration or compassion for our own situation. We're all too focused on our own struggle. Yes, I know. I get upset when people say, well, everybody got it rough. I don't give a fuck. I'm having it rough. My rough is affecting me and my household. You know what I'm saying? Uh, that's not really that's reality. It's very realistic to feel that way, but it's not going to help usher us into a age of empathy, or at least a better age of empathy where we're seeing it on more grandiose level. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I feel you.
Um, um, we can't have one without the other. We can't have uh, love for all humanity and still have a bias. It's never going to work. It's never going to work. Um, the young lady Kim Kardashian is doing a lot for prison reform. She just went online. I forget who it was with, and thanked Donald Trump for the work he's doing with prison reform. I still hear about how this man's a racist and a terrible tyrant or whatever. I don't know the inside of what it is. I don't know about where the president is giving clemency and pardons for people who are in these situations. But I do know that Haiti is a shithole country per him. You know,
There's a lot
I
of
do
shithole
know,
countries per him.
yeah, per him, and they all tend to be people of a dark skin. That does not negate the fact that if he did grant clemency to somebody for a nonviolent crime and gave them freedom, that's still a great thing. So we have to at least be empathetic to that. Then, this is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? We have to still regard him as a human being as far as that. For those of us who just don't like him or anybody else we don't like, no matter what good they may do, I'm not fucking with them. Well, then I feel we're never going to get anywhere. We're going to continue the same guideline norms of the rich stay rich, the middle is at the middle, the bottom is at the bottom, and oh well. If you we seem to usher into these ages of a voice to where it's sounding louder and louder. We want change. We want change. But when change is available, we clamp back down and resort to our typical norms. You get what I'm getting at with that?
Yeah,
Uh, 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 we can see something good in a person, but because I don't like you and you did this bad over here, I'm gonna still say you ain't shit. You were great right here, but because you hurt my feelings, you ain't shit.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, we're never going to get anywhere. Um, Empathy is what it is. It doesn't need to, I don't need to sit here and break down a definition. If you don't know what empathy is, everybody has Google now. Go find the fucking word.
Do your
Empathy
Googles.
is, yeah, empathy is what it is. You can't say that the world needs empathy and then be very apathetic about everything that you don't like about a person. You understand what I'm saying? Uh, uh, we're opening up more in this climate to mental health. We're opening up more to tolerance. These are all great things. But if we're gonna go back and pick at mental health, oh, but see that right there, you're just still weak because you are a man and you're crying, or you deserve your rights, but I don't like that you're gay. You know what I'm saying? And this and you shouldn't get married. Well, then we're backtracking. We're taking one step forward and 15 fucking steps back. You dig what I'm saying? Uh, that's not. Now, there's always things that are incorporated in every situation that makes it harder to be tolerant. They had a thing where there was the pride parade and there was some kids, and I guess it was some not so appropriately dressed individuals in the pride parade around the kids. No, I think you people should be married. I think you individuals should be free and loved and safe and everything that every human being deserves. But I don't give a fuck what you say. No child, even if it was a straight pride parade, no child should be exposed to a half dressed individual in any kind of sexual environment. It's a child. It's a child. Now that's not me recklessly contradicting myself and saying, "Oh, let's have empathy for these people." But you did this, so fuck you. No, it's not fuck you. It's we got to be aware about how we go about doing things. We have to be aware about what we want in society, and we have to be aware that nobody's going to be on the same page 100% of the time. It does not mean that we cannot sit at the table together, come to an understanding, and be empathetic to each other's struggle. Um, this is the poverty perspective. Uh, I would like to see us all do better. I know I need to. Brother Plex, once again, thank you.
It's the ODDKAST, bitch.
Grind thirsty. Yeah, yes, sir. Yo, it's the ugly. I'm about to break it. Man, fuck that. Check it out. Power and momentum. Vocal bullets bring the holes to your building. Same time, feed the souls of your children. Closed minds get exposed to the vision. Same time, double-edged sword to the throat of the serpent and kingdom. Kinda hard not to walk in the blues. Hard to walk the avenues where they ain't got no shoes. So we change the method.